Before sunrise, the world is still quiet. Thomas stands outside his small wooden home. Fog covers the village road. In the distance, a stone castle sleeps. Chickens move, horses wait. Another day in the 12th century is about to begin. Inside, the house is warm. Thomas sits on the edge of his straw bed. His wife folds clothes near the small fireplace. Clay bowls rest on the wooden table. The first blue light of dawn comes through the tiny window. Home is simple, but it is his. Tunic, his linen shirt, the firelight catches his face. With every lace he prepares for the work ahead. At the doorway he pauses. His wife holds their daughter's hand. They say goodbye. The morning fog is cold outside, but the light from inside is warm. He kisses their heads and steps into the new day. The village road is muddy. The first sunlight breaks through. Farmers lead oxen to the fields. Villagers carry buckets of water. A merchant pushes his wooden cart. Thomas walks with them. This is the rhythm of life. He stops at the old stone well. Women pull water with rope and wooden buckets. Children wait nearby. The sound of water echoes in the morning air. Even here the village is already awake. The dirt path leads to the farmland. Ahead, wide green fields and wooden fences. Wildflowers on the side. In the distance, other farmers and oxen are already working. The earth is waiting. Beside an old farmer, Thomas takes his place. 2 oxen pull a heavy wooden plow. The blade cuts through dark, fresh soil. The work is hard, but this soil will feed the village. Thomas talks with the elderly farmer. His face is weathered, his hair grey. They talk about the weather, about the crop. Behind them, oxen rest and wooden tools stand in the ground. Wisdom passes from one generation to the next. In the wheat field, sickles rise and fall. Thomas and the villagers cut the golden stalks by hand. Wooden baskets fill quickly. The sun is warm on their backs. This is the harvest, the result of months of work. Now the grain must be carried. Thomas lifts a heavy sack onto his shoulder. Dust rises with every step. Behind him, others carry baskets. Ahead, the wooden barn and waiting carts. Every grain counts. Inside the barn, it is cool and dark. Sacks of grain are stacked high. Hay covers the floor. Tools hang on the walls. Sunlight comes through the gaps, lighting the dust in the air. This is where winter is stored. Outside, Thomas rests on a rough wooden bench. He drinks water from a clay cup, sweat and dust on his face. The midday sun is high. For a few minutes he just breathes. The marketplace is alive. Thomas walks through the crowd. Merchants shout, bread, vegetables, pottery, cloth, chickens. The square is muddy but full of life. This is the heart of the village. At a wooden stall, Thomas buys a dark loaf of bread. The baker is old, his hands rough. Behind him, a large stone oven still burns. The bread is warm. It will feed his family tonight. Inside the forge, it is dark and hot. Sparks fly as the blacksmith hammers glowing metal. Thomas watches. Horseshoes and tools hang on the walls. Firelight dances on their faces. Strength is made here in the carpenter's workshop. Wood shavings cover the floor. Thomas watches the carpenter shape a chair. Tables and tools are everywhere. Sunlight comes through the window. With his hands, the carpenter builds the village. Evening. Thomas steps into the small tavern. Rough wooden tables. Clay cups. The fireplace burns warm. Travelers and villagers talk in low voices. After work, this is where stories live. Thomas sits at a table. His meal is simple. Dark bread, vegetable stew, a cup of water. The firelight warms his face. It is not much, but it is honest food earned by honest work. An old traveler speaks. whole tavern listens. He tells stories of distant lands and kings. Thomas watches the faces around him. For a moment they forget their tiredness. The sun is low. Thomas leaves the tavern. Merchants are packing their stalls. Villagers walk home. The warm light falls across the village road. The day is ending. Thomas walks home, his leather bag on his shoulder. Golden sunlight covers the fields and trees. Far away, the stone castle stands against the evening sky. He is almost there. At his door, his wife waits. His daughter runs to him. The light from inside spills out. After a long day, this is what matters. Family. Inside, his wife cooks over the fireplace. Clay pots bubble. Their daughter sits on the floor. Wooden bowls and a small candle light the room. The smell of dinner fills the house. They sit together at the small table. Thomas, his wife, his daughter. Simple food in clay bowls, candlelight and fire. They talk, they laugh, they eat. This is wealth. After dinner they sit by the fire. Thomas and his wife talk quietly. Their daughter plays with a small wooden toy. The house is warm. The world outside is quiet. Night comes. Thomas prepares his straw bed. His boots sit by the bed. A candle burns low on the table. A wool blanket waits. Tomorrow will come early. Outside the village sleeps. Thomas's house is one light among many. The streets are empty and muddy. The castle stands under the moon. Stars fill the sky. Peace in the dark. Thomas sleeps. His family sleeps near him. The candle is almost out. The house is silent. He has worked. He has provided. He can rest. A new morning. Birds fly. The sun rises behind the hills. Thomas steps outside his home and looks to the fields. Villagers are already moving. The castle is in the distance. The cycle begins again.